I think this is the first, like,
Yeah.
really good one. We're about to see a familiar face. There he
Oh.
is. He made it off the island.
Another lost alumni. Point up, Leia Seydoux.
You think, oh, this guy, he seems interesting.
Yeah.
And then,
Nope. Dead. This was potentially going to be Tom Cruise passing the torch to the next guy. And they're like, wait a minute, I thought he was married and retired.
what are the consequences of this mission? Like, they unleash a whole prison
Yeah.
of Russian prisoners and they just
Right.
leave?
Otherwise, just like opening every door until he could figure out like which one Ethan's in. Long hair Cruise is back.
Oh, yeah.
The beginning of the Ethan telling Benji to do something tech related. Also, the only Mission Impossible movie where Luther doesn't play a major role.
Agent Carter.
Okay.
Wait, seriously?
Is this the MCU? Light the
Here
fuse.
we go. Her pre-Bond. I wonder if this was while she was still working for Spectre.
I don't know. I think Ethan could handle the Bond missions. I don't think Bond could handle the
No,
Ethan
definitely not.
missions.
Infiltrate the Kremlin itself.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the Kremlin. It's
Oh, yeah.
very The Incredibles.
Yes. Oh, the gray mustache. Actually looking his age.
No, I'm not like a military expert or anything, but that would get shut down. Yeah, this is a repeated sort of trope trial that they have to go through, that they need to put themselves into the system.
Yeah, great set design, too.
And this is a very fun gadget
Yes.
that they make the sound with.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I feel like this is the perfect movie to watch if you're like a kid trying to get into these movies. Because you were how old when this one came out?
I was 9. I was watching Rio 2 I was not watching Mission Impossible.
Oh, Rio 2. Wow. What memories that gives me. Such a more innocent time.
Oh.
Microfilm. Someone's already been here. Hey! Speaking of John Wick.
He's the one you sent to kill the
Baba
Yaga.
Yaga.
You don't see them abort much.
Yeah, that's the thing, too. Like, oh, this is their Winter Soldier, where the IMF gets hacked. Ethan single-handedly has to stop the bad guy on his own with no backup from the IMF. Tom Cruise run Russian style.
It's a great quick change because it's all
right.
practical.
Yes.
We do get some 2011 green screen
Yes.
in here.
Fuck.
Yeah, and they just blow up
Yo,
like one of the most secure government buildings in the world.
Yep, and get framed for it. More lip reading. He's gone. He's even like, how the hell is he gonna get away?
I kind of want to see this.
He's like, oh my god, that worked. Newsflash. Whenever somebody says, oh, let's take a last-minute family vacation, it means they're in danger. Mr. Secretary? Tom Wilkinson, who also went uncredited for this movie, even though he was in all the trailers.
My chief analyst, William Brandt.
Analyst, right.
He's like, oh, a crude drawing.
The president has initiated Ghost Protocol.
Title drop. Oh.
Ooh.
He's already dead. Let him get rid of with bullets. Yes, when they were trying to make us think that Jeremy Renner was just a bookworm used to sitting behind a desk. All right, Burj Khalifa. See, this is different. Again, we are almost an hour into this movie with this one, but all right, and the real mission is starting, but after like some really intense and necessary buildup. That iconic shot from the trailer.
Yeah, I think this entire Burj Khalifa scene, from the moment they walk in, from the moment that he runs out, is like the best written and best executed scene.
Like, even though this is not one of my favorite ones, an argument can be made that this is the most important Mission Impossible movie. Please don't have that look like you don't love doing this shit.
I have these conveniently packed sticky gloves. Yeah, I would have loved to see this in like an IMAX.
This is really the first time we were like, you're sweating during the stunt. Of course, got to throw more obstacles in the way.
And we talk about Cruise doing the crazy stunt, but then we got to think about, like, they still have to shoot it.
Yeah. Not so subtle foreshadowing. The countdown is not helping.
We want to introduce kids to the concept of nuclear war.
Yes.
But God forbid he gets a few cuts on his arm.
Yeah, right.
There really were a lot of gadgets in this one.
My God. Physics. Spider-Man.
Your line's not long enough. No shit.
Perfect form. Legs extended.
Oh, that's a concussion right there. Talk about tense.
Hair still perfect.
Perfect. Hey, it's the Mummy. Blink twice. This one is really testing the impossibility of the IMF. Ooh, good parallel editing right there. Pretty skilled hand-to-hand combats for an analyst there. Like, oh, come on. Every time. It's always some old woman. What a way to go. All right, here we go. Oh, man. Trailer shot right there.
Good thing he kept those goggles on him.
Oh, shit.
It was Le Mas.
It was Hendrix.
And here's the first of many BMWs.
Analyst my ass.
The trademark pre-climax discussion.
The original dab pen.
Guy from first movie.
Oh,
I
shit.
don't remember his name. Maybe he already knows.
Maybe he already knew.
He's been playing this whole time.
One last chance to save the world. What is that? Transformium? Dubai to Mumbai. Man, what happened to Paula Patton? Hey, look, it's Tars, an early model. I remember this from the trailers too.
I have to watch this trailer.
Jeremy Renner's like, I don't know if I can do this. Tom Cruise is like, that's fine. I do it without hesitation. Subtle with those streams of water.
Now Ethan's gonna chase while getting chased.
Yep.
Next time, I gotta seduce the rich guy.
Man, it's like an IT specialist's worst nightmare.
Ultimate showdown inside of a parking garage. Another classic case of keeping the thing away from Ethan. Classic bad guy killing himself to stop the good guys from stopping their evil plan.
Allow us to showcase the safety of the BMW.
Mission
Accomplished.
It's the only time he says that in the franchise.
Maybe he'll say it again.
I hope he doesn't.
Fine.
Go, Benji. Plug in the fucking car drives.
actually said that out loud. Mission accomplished.
At least Luther's making fun of him for what a stupid line that is. And that is Ghost Protocol, the official Mission Impossible franchise being reborn into this new action era. And while it's not my favorite, I don't like it as much as the Macquarie ones. It was definitely a step in the right direction as far as where Mission Impossible was going to be in its best and ultimate form. It's followed, of course, by Rogue Nation and then by my personal favorite, Fallout in the franchise before the 1-2 punch of Dead Reckoning is soon to be released. The final Reckoning, like I said, my big takeaway from this one, the overly cartoony sensibilities of Brad Bird and making this almost a little bit too jokey at times does distract a little bit for me, but it's still very, very well made. Although, like I said, the over-reliance on gadgets does put this one slightly down a peg for me than the first 1 and 3, which still are my favorites so far.
Yeah, I think maybe after this rewatch now, you really look at it like in a more analytical sense almost. It doesn't quite live up to 1 and 3. I think in action terms, it definitely does.
In action terms, 100% it does.
Maybe
The Burj Khalifa
even
exceeds. Great.
Even exceeds it, and the final set piece, which is really creative and fun and high stakes. But the story, yeah, it's lacking the personal villain. It's just like, oh, I want to destroy the world. There's no really any deep motivation there, and then it's more of a team story, so that's why it isn't as focused on Ethan. We know that they were trying to maybe move Cruise out of the franchise. That didn't happen, and then Rogue Nation and beyond, it went full on. Ethan Hunt is like a mythological figure, which we'll get to next week.
Exactly. Yes. Rogue Nation, it will be next. And this is where we get to step up. Because the funny thing is, so Ghost Protocol was freshman year of high school for me. Rogue Nation is senior year of high school for me. So literally it's like 2 different eras that we're hitting now between this one and the next one. Like I said, this is where I started to be watching every new Mission Impossible movie in theaters from here on out. It's always impressive to me because of the length of time that happens that spans between these movies as they progressively got bigger and bigger, how each one represents like such a different point in my life. But we'll cover that next week when we hit Rogue Nation. Luke, of course, where can the good people follow you on the interwebs?
They can follow me at Luke Reviews on YouTube. I will be trying to discuss these franchises more in depth because this is a good bit of fun commentating over movies we both enjoy, and I'll try to get those out before the final Reckoning.
Yes, of course. And assuming that YouTube doesn't block any more of these videos, you can follow us at Movie Nerd Reviews across all platforms, at Official Talkin TV Podcast across all platforms. Subscribe to this channel on YouTube. And as always, people, get ready for the next mission, should you choose to accept. We'll see you guys next time.